Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and tell a friend. On the docket today, we have our one and only show that we're talking about right now, which is Sister Wives, season 19, episode 15. Faith Can Move Mountains. This was an interesting episode, but for me, it just made me angry because I'm just seeing a lot of inconsistencies, outright lies, and deceptions of the audience. So, just as a quick summary, there were three different things that was happening during this episode. Um, the first part was like we opened at Mary's bread and breakfast, and she is talking with friends yet again, and she does a housewarming party. Then the second segment of this episode was Robin and her kids on their church journey, and then the third segment was Christine and her wedding dress. So, Jamal, how do you want to start?
I mean, we can. So for me, this episode was okay, but the main takeaways were
Mhm.
basically Mary and how she was tricked or whatever you want to call it, because what they did with editing to Robin, I'm like, you know what, y'all was dirty for that edit. They was dirty for that edit, but did I holler? Yes.
But you know what? You know what? The thing is that I think they want us to believe what Christine says. Christine came straight out with it. Janelle was a little bit more diplomatic about it. But then you have Mary. It was my idea. Like I and that's what's infuriating to me. Okay, so let's just go over like Christine, let's get her out of the way. Basically, Christine's whole segment was she went to go and see like the first viewing of her wedding dress at this custom piece that the bridal shop did. All of her daughters are there, with the exception of Gwen, who's on the phone. And she's so happy. She gets her dress done. Yay. Uh, Yay. I don't have
Right.
anything more to say about it, but yay. It was a first time try on. It still needs fittings. Good for her. I'm happy for her. I'm just wondering if this season was supposed to look different had we not lost one of the Brown kids.
Right.
I'm wondering if we were supposed to see the wedding because it's so disjointed. We already know the ending, and yet we're going back to see all the lead up that they should have included in that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Right, but remember we said this at the beginning of the season. This is going to be a tough road because we already know they're married. Like we've already seen the wedding special, so
Right?
it was already going to be a mess timeline wise.
But all of this stuff should have been in that.
Right,
And I think that's what's grating on my nerves. Let's just say hi to everybody before we get into the stew of this whole episode. Hi, Tracy. Yes, it was quick. Let's see. Hello, Scotland. Who else is in here? And I think I saw. Did I see Auntie earlier? Yeah, Auntie left a really early message. Debbie, why so meh? Um, excuse me. I don't know. What do you mean? Explain. Explain. Excuse me a second. I got a cough. Oh my God. Let me take a sip. Mm. Okay. So we're finished with Christine, right? There was nothing more that happened with her.
no,
This is Sister Wives Back to the Future, or what's the problem? I don't know. It's just I'm very tired of how they've edited this season. I really am. It's not giving me anything. But anyway,
But when your
so,
timeline is off from the very beginning, like for your audience who's watched this for a long time, it's gonna be a tough road to hoe.
no, it is. And even when we think we're on the right timeline, they're like they throw in something from 2024.
Right.
So, all right, who do you want to tackle first? Mary or Robin?
Oh, see, for me, the most interesting parts of they intertwine together. So I think we might want to go with let's go with Mary first, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
with Mary, we meet more friends we never knew existed. So that's interesting. I mean, she just got friends
Listen, no,
pop out of
I'm
nowhere.
going back up Cody. Cody said that she had a lot of friends that
I
liked
mean,
her.
yeah, but we just not seen them now. They finally are divorced. She's selling into Parowan nicely. She seems happy and
Mhm.
comfortable, and I like the sound of Mary Davenport myself. That's just me. I'm
I
like, you
don't.
better. I
I
do.
don't. No, it sounds nice, but the way how you make your money is being a brown baby. Keep brown.
I mean, her professional name, like for her stage name, yeah, I would keep Mary Brown because that's what the branding is. So I agree with you there. But
Mm-hmm.
your peoples can call you Mary Davenport. So I agree. I'm going, yeah, Mary Brown professionally, the reality star known as Mary Brown, but to your folk, you Mary Davenport. I get it. She like I said, she's happy. We meeting friends we've never seen before. Loving it for her. She's selling into the B&B. They destroyed the sign because Cody's name was on it. There was a sign
Mm-hmm.
that I guess her mother made. It showed all the her kids in the distance to their houses. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, there's mine and Cody. Like neither into my house in Flagstaff. Neither one are relevant now. So okay, bye. So she was good, and her friends just keep it 100 with her. They told her straight up. They said as soon as we were concerned, as soon as you gave up your legal wife status, like it was clear. And Mary said herself though, she said as soon as she signed that paperwork, he was cool for a little bit, but he stopped coming around 6 months later. And Mary, you even said yourself in the confessional that you were wondering if he had planned this. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But here's my thing, right? Like I like when we had Jen, I was like, wow, Mary has a friend who's telling her as we see it. But now we're seeing all of these friends
All of
who have
them.
been saying the same thing to her for 10 years, and and this reinforces what I said. She stayed for financial reasons.
Right.
Cuz how do you have your entire friend circle telling you the same thing? Hey, so wait a minute. We had some new people come in. Hello, Ryan. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Michelle, my belle. Auntie's back from feeding the animals. Welcome back. Um, Mary Danielle Davin. No, isn't it Caroline Davenport?
I think it's
Sounds like a
Caroline.
40s movie star with Marilyn Monroe. Yep, yep. Um, Let's see who else is in here. Oh, y'all are just saying hi to each other. Awesome. Okay. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year if you missed the
But
show
but
yesterday.
but the thing with Mary though, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
going off of your point, like all of her friends
Mm-hmm.
saying the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
they all seem to have saw it at the same time. That's the cold part about it.
Oh, you mean around the divorce, the first legal divorce?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Like when she was breaking up that sign, like the only thing that was running through my head was, I hope you have an up to date tetanus shot. Um, why couldn't you have just thrown it in the bin? Why did you have to like do the extra thing of bending it and breaking it and ying 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 ying? Okay, whatever. They do the housewarming party, I think it is. I didn't understand the need for that. But okay, if you want to do that. It was very random, the 5 people that showed up. Um I don't know. I kind of felt like they were the people from her MLM or the people who signed up to go to that renewal thing that she was having at the B&B where she was charging like a couple $100 to meet her and get a picture. Remember that? She did that she promoted that. I can't remember when it was though. Does anybody in the chat remember when Mary was doing seminars at the B&B? And she was promoting it on social media, and like the least amount of money that you can pay was like a couple $100 all the way up to a couple $1,000 to stay at the B&B over a weekend. Does anybody remember that at all?
It seems familiar.
Um I think it was the like when she's doing that empowerment thing now, but she was doing like she did it before but under a different name, and I think that's what it was. But I can't remember what it. Oh my god, Michelle LaBelle says um it looked like she barely knew the people there. Well, I guess she was. I don't know. It was just very very weird. Um she's still doing it, Level Up or something like that, right? But it used to be called something before, and everybody was ragging on her for how much she was charging to just meet her and you had to get all the way over to the B&B for it. I think that's what this meetup was. It was just weird. I'm pretty much sick and tired of Mary making a lot of innuendo lewd jokes and laughing hysterically about it. I was worn out by the time she got to the pickles. Worth up. Is it is it's not worth up. It's level up now. Well, was it worth up before? I don't know. I feel like a lot of them on paying to be around. You think that a lot of them are paying to be around Mary? Okay. Worthy up. That's right. Okay. Okay. Something. I don't know. It's just very weird. Nothing seems genuine over at that B&B. And is it always empty? Like, have we ever seen a guest check in?
No. Do we know? Okay, better yet, do we know the name of the B&B?
It's Hildy's, not Hildy's. What was her mother's name? Lizzie's B&B. Ain't that what it
Oh,
is?
I don't know.
Correct me in the chat or in the comments for replay. I swear it was Lizzie's. Auntie says yes. I'm hoping that's to Lizzie's. Um, Mind you, I said Hildy first. Oh, good Lord. But anyway, I wish her the best. I hope she does have people coming in there. She just needs to write a book and spill the tea. I would pay for that. Yeah, but you know what? I would wait for somebody else to read it first and make sure that she was telling the truth before I spent money on it.
Exactly. I mean, I want everything in there.
Thank you, Michelle. Lizzie's Heritage Inn. There you go. I don't know
Ah,
what I would
okay.
do without you guys because I always miss out something. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I Let's get past this because her friends are just telling her the same thing that Brandy told her, that Jen told her, that uh Andrea told her, that the other girl told her. They're all saying the same thing, and it's just making me think that she's hard-headed and doesn't like to listen.
Agreed.
Someone should Google it and see if it's available for booking. Ooh, Jamal, you're the Google schmoogler. Find out if we could book a room over there. Now, Another part of this is where,
Oh, it says it's
mm,
temporarily closed.
much like the Sister Wives closet. Someone said that that would have reopened. Check that to see if Sister Wives closet reopened,
So
and
she
not the
says
one on eBay.
so. It says this beautiful 150-year-old home is in need of some TLC and needs some renovation. So she made the decision to shut it down.
Okay, so that either means that one, it didn't pass inspection, or two, it's in need of TLC. She just got her check from TLC, so she's starting renovating her house and moving it from bread and breakfast to a regular home. Mm, that's what I think that is. Who's gonna put in TLC in there, and they work for TLC. Um, I heard that it's had also. Was she doing
Okay,
renovations with the B&B? Oh,
I have a
mm,
question.
yeah.
How Okay, this is a very Wix basic website. First of all,
Hmm.
where? How come there's no items on here to buy?
Is this
Like, how?
Sister Wives closet?
Yeah. Let me
Oh,
type
that's
in
because
this.
there's nothing on there.
There's
How
zero on here.
right? Does she still have up that picture from when they was in Vegas?
That super old
Uh
picture.
huh. Uh huh.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, it hasn't been doing nothing since Vegas.
Cody. Like Cody's still in there, like pre-perm, like he's pre-perm. Yeah, it's like he's from Vegas.
Hmm. Scotland says, I hope Robin meets a man with a lot of money and divorces Cody, takes half of everything, and collects child support. Oof. Oof. But you know what? You know what? We were wondering, we were speculating why Christine decided to put Cody in child support court, right? How much you want to bet? Christine signed her contract for renewal with the production company with TLC for another season, right? How much you want to bet? She knew how much money she was getting. So she decided to, like, you know what? I know he's making movements. If I'm renewing for this, I can imagine the two of them over there renewing for at least the same thing or more. Let me put him in child support court.
Exactly.
And so then it all comes out that he's selling McMansion 1, he buys McMansion 2, he pays off a whole bunch of debts. Like, we're gonna well, at least the courts are gonna have to see, because everything is sealed, thank God. But at least the courts are gonna have to see. I wonder how he's going to maneuver not paying child support with all of that money going around. It's quite interesting. Dollars in the closet. Yeah, they were really overpriced items in the Sister Wives closet. There is a shop link in the very bottom of the page. Ryan Round says that. Look at the bottom of the page.
I did not see that. I was looking. Let me go back. let me go back. Let me go back because
She'll get the most in child support. Robin will
okay.
get what is
Here's why.
left after that.
Here's why I see. At the bottom of the page, it says search, customer service, refunds and return policy, privacy policy, and terms and conditions. I don't see shop.
But it's all on eBay. You think that David gave Christine the courage? Hold on. You think David gave Christine the courage? I want to see him have a forensic accountant go through his financials. I would like that too. I really would, because if he had, like, that they are mortgaged up to the hilt. I would like to see that. But once they do that, that Mary and Janelle are gonna be like shit out of luck. It's got Wait, Ryan is saying that it's got mugs and hats.
I'm sure maybe I'm on the old website or something because the one I went to, I clicked to the first one, then click on products to see if that does anything.
What on earth is everybody sick?
Oh, okay. So here's the funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
You when you Google it, the first thing that pops up is the website, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
click on the website, but when you click on the website, it just gives you the homepage, right? So I click home, same thing, right? But you re-Google it
Mm-hmm.
and you click on products, and then it pops up. I'm like, I don't see shop at all on the main website, but I did. I clicked on products, and I,
I agree with you, Auntie. David is probably saying I'm not paying for like 100% for like another man's kid either. Like he had to buckle down and take care of his kids by himself. Um, oh, she's saying Lizzie's Heritage Inn. Is that where they have the mugs and stuff? I think it was Lizzie's, not Sister Wife's Closet, because I
oh yeah,
know Robin sells her stuff on eBay,
yes, and then also you can also buy jewelry. Like my store, you can buy jewelry, some little
allegedly.
T-shirt. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you could probably order it, but you might not get it. But I'm just saying.
Okay, so let's go back to Mary. There was something that she said when she was talking to the first two friends outside. She was saying, and this is what infuriated me. She was saying that the divorce was her idea, that her and Cody were talking about it for quite a while, and she suggested it. But then the that got me mad. But then when
Hey,
she said,
Debbie, real quick, you sound like you're crackling, like you're far away and underwater.
okay, hold on because you sound like you're crackling too. Hold on. Guys, bear with us for 1 second. Talking about merchandise in the B&B. Okay, guys, can you just let us know in the live chat how our audio is coming across? Mary is so weak. Oh my god. I love David. I just don't know if I could handle that many kids. I can barely handle my two. That's a valid point. Um, Yet Robin's ex never signed his rights away to those three kids. Scotland! Like, that is so intriguing. Um,
Okay, so it's me that sounds crackly.
okay, Debbie sounds fine. It's more Jamal that sounds like he's crackly. Okay. Thank you guys. All
Thank
right, so
you. Okay, let me go out.
Jamal,
Can you guys hear me
close
now?
out. Yeah,
I'm gonna.
close out. You're still crackly, but close out as many things that you can, and then
Okay.
then come back in. Okay. All right. All right. So we're just gonna wait for Jamal to come back. Um. Okay. So, oh, let me see this. I don't know what that does, but anyway, Jamal sounds like underwater. Thank you for the visual, Tracy. Um, okay, so here's the like I don't understand why we're taking this long with Mary. Do y'all find that every week is the same thing with Mary? It's the same thing with Christine. And it's kind of the same thing with Robin and Cody. And I can't believe that we waited all of this time to see inside of the McMansion and to get anything out of Robin at all. Because y'all all know for the longest time, she wasn't contributing anything except, you know, assigning blame every place except her. But now we're getting her and the oldest daughters and the church search and all of that. And that's not what I want because that's not believable. The fake argument with Cody out on the one cleared off patch of snow in the driveway. It's not real. It's not giving me anything authentic. And I'm like, y'all could have stayed home for this. Like, I just wanted something different. I was expecting some sort of truth, and I'm not getting it. I feel like they're all covering up. 2 years ago, it was the separation with Christine. Last year, Janelle, and this year is the year of Mary. I'm gonna need them to bring in Janelle though, because I miss Janelle. Janelle is barely making an appearance, and I'm wondering if she's doing something covertly. Like I'm really thinking of like things that she could be doing other than what we're watching, and I want to know what she's doing. Where is Janelle? I feel like we haven't really seen her the last couple of episodes. Thank you. Thank you. It's so weird. And Janelle's story isn't finalized. It isn't finalized at all. And I feel like there's lots of gaps. I don't like how they edited this season at all. And we're barely halfway through. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, give me 2 seconds. Let me try something.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
how's that?
Much better.
Okay. Yeah.
Guys, put your opinion in the chat. Oh, what was that?
I moved my laptop.
Ah, nothing about Cody and Robin. We never get the truth. No, but I don't think we get the truth from anybody on this show. Like when are we gonna get back to assessing the Coyote Pass land with the lawyer? Janelle was showing pictures of places and property. Oh, I saw next week's episode, by the way. Someone made a mistake and posted it here in Canada for a few hours. Get out! Michelle, tell us everything. Everything. You sound way better. Okay, thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Okay, so let's go back to Mary. All right, so she's talking to these two friends. She's reminiscing about discussing a divorce with Cody for years before it happened, but she wanted to get into a better place with him. And then when she's the one who decided to do it so that Robin could be the legal wife and he could adopt her kids. And I'm like, this isn't making sense. You wanted to get on a better footing with him. So did you think by doing the divorce that would get you on a better footing with him? Interesting, because that was my theory from the beginning. And then she says that within a month he was back to ignoring her. And then we have Christine chiming in saying that as soon as Robin entered the family, she started planting seeds about other plural families who divorced one wife to marry the other wife so that they can bring the children in. And you have Janelle not really backing it up, but saying she was shocked that Mary decided to divorce Cody because she knew how much that meant to Mary. And so then we see Mary saying, like, they're flashing back to that divorce office, the law office scene. And I always wondered why she was crying. And now it made sense with what she said. She was talking about her original wedding with Cody, and the person who married them had the right not only to do this the legal marriage,
Mm-hmm.
but the spiritual covenant as well. So she had like two in one. So it felt like when she was getting the legal divorce, that somehow her covenant was being broken because the same person did both things at the same time. And she was like almost as if that would invalidate Christine and Janelle's covenant. And I didn't think it was that complicated because it's really intertwined with Mary since she was the, first wife. And I didn't realize that the the legal officiant was also the spiritual bonding person. So now I'm believing her tears. Now, but yet I'm not. Because I felt like when she was signing that divorce decree, she knew she was signing him away as well. Because later
Right.
on, she says that the divorce was his escape plan.
No, I
They're
was.
such
I think
liars.
yeah, and then the other her friend backed her up and said like, yeah, you handed him the keys or something like that.
Yes. Yes. So, in all of this, remember we had Christine saying that Robin was planting seeds. Producers are getting shady because they're going back and showing the footage to each of these
Okay,
people.
that's what I'm.
And yes,
That's what I
and
want to talk about, girl. Really quick, while I'm
yes.
thinking about it,
Mm-hmm.
this is the edit I'm talking. It's the edit where Robin in her confession talking about I never wanted to break up the family. I never wanted to be legally married to Cody. She said, I was happy not to be
Mm-hmm.
legally married to Cody. That I had so much trauma through my divorce. They
Mm-hmm.
showed that part. She's like, I was happy. I was perfectly content with my spiritual marriage. But then they flashed over to her signing the marriage papers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh,
And she thanked her.
damn,
She thanked her for
right?
doing this, right? And then we what Cody said, he's such a piece of shit. He said, what did he say? So Mary's saying that she ripped the band-aid off with the first divorce, right? She wanted to wait till the relationship was stronger before she did divorce. She said that the legal divorce it happened, and then it was 6 months until he stopped coming around. Cody says that Mary was the one who brought it up to him to do the divorce, and that they went to dinner and probably had sex afterwards. Then Mary says that it was disgusting that he's bringing up a potentially
Right.
intimate moment. Now remember potentially. Um and the reason why I stress potentially, she's saying potentially because it never happened. Because remember, they stopped having sex.
Mm-hmm.
They had stopped having sex. That's why she wanted to get back on a better footing with him in their relationship together so that she could legally divorce him and still feel her sacred bond. But if there's no sexing, there's no sacred bond. So there you go. He's such a liar and he's such a degenerate because he would have never said that about his shy, slutty, anal taking wife. No, he would have never done that. He would have never done that. How he disrespects these women for all of these years. And Robin, you're coming too. But how he's done this, and we sitting here watching this. I'm in my righteous indignation with this, but I'm so angry and so pissed at this part. Um, Cody says that it was Mary who offered it. She had an emotional reaction to it, and then shortly after that, she went through the catfish. Mary says Cody was present in their relationship for a month or so, and then he disappeared. So no wonder she was susceptible to the catfish. And if Robin is behind the catfish and she knew, because Mary had to be telling her that how she was feeling, and she knew that, and she sent that catfish after Mary, oh my God.
All
Oh
right.
my
Well,
God.
one thing that's in my head. I'm gonna go back to Cody saying it was Mary's idea. Here's my whole thing though. Mary was invested in the marriage. She was invested in being first wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it was her idea and she came to you, what was her motivation in doing so? That makes no sense. This is why I think he's lying. It's that part.
But let me tell you why he's lying. He's twisting the truth. He's saying that it was Mary's idea because he put it on the list and gave it to Mary for Mary
Gotcha.
to action.
Got it. Okay, so that was part of the list of things she had to do
The
in order to get
never
the.
ending
Got it.
list. Because if
Okay.
you listen to Notes to Self 444, she explains it that all of the plural husbands give their wives these never ending lists of things for them to do. On the top of the list is for them to contribute all of their money to him, but they continue on. And I feel he put it on a list and gave it to Mary so that Mary can say, this is my idea, and not letting anybody know she checking off one of his stupid lists. And this is the ramifications of it. He
Got
wanted,
it.
and that lady from Notes to Self 444, she always says that the wives that get the list of the things that they need to do to make the husband happy usually come at the expense of the wife from the list, but benefit the favored wife.
That makes sense.
Okay, and that's why she turned to the catfish. Hold on, let's see what you guys are saying. Hold on. I think they were raised to keep all secret inside a family. Oh. Okay. Don't get your expectations up for the four-wheeler accident. That's all I'll say. I knew it. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Um, they're not going to show anything that makes them look bad. It's so funny that I really don't remember anything Cody says. Oh, geez, Colin, it's not worth it. My question: who would have sex with Cody? Oh, Robin. Robin. Um, I am so upset with this whole Cody Mary Robin thing. I really am. Um, let's see. Is there anything else that we need to talk about regarding Mary and that whole thing?
I
What
don't
about
think
women's?
so.
The women can't give their husband a list. They can't. Let's see. Now let's talk about Robin for a little bit. Okay, so Robin takes the two big girls um to go church shopping, and they wind up at a church with co-pastors, and they're talking, and obviously the obligatory my life as a plural person comes up. At this point, none of us care. But you know what else I also found out from Notes to Self 444? The husband of that husband and wife duo that run that channel grew up on the same compound as Robin did.
Oh wow.
And they know her as Robin Mark, her maiden name. Now, they weren't fully into it. Now, Robin Mark is her biological father's name. Okay. Her mother remarries to Sullivan, right? And that's how she got Sullivan as the last name, because that second husband adopted her. And I think that's the
Mm,
one who had the multiple wives in different states. Remember?
mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. So she's never really lived polygamy. Like all those little pictures that they showed of her as a kid, um, it wasn't like the true polygamy that she was in, because yes, it was a compound, but I don't think her mother in that first marriage was a plural marriage. I think it was the second marriage to the Sullivan chap where it was kind of plural, but different state plural. And again, to
Right.
me, that didn't feel like
To
a
me, that's more.
real
To me,
marriage,
to me,
plural marriage.
to me that seems more polygamy than plural marriage. Because when I think plural marriage, I think everyone's living like in the same general area.
But here's the thing, though. I think they have stopped saying polygamy and started using plural marriage to kind of sanitize polygamy. But it's all the same fucking thing. It's all the same thing to me. And to me, real polygamy or plural wives or whatever, plural marriages, I feel y'all need to be up in the same house. And you going from door to door night after night. That's how I feel. So Robin has never, ever, ever lived polygamy in her whole entire life because she got pregnant as a teenager outside of wedlock and then was forced to marry her first husband. And we all know how that ended 3 kids later. And then she was over at the polygamous, churches, scouting out, looking for her next target, which happened to be Doofus Cody. And again, she has always been the favored because she's the only wife that never worked. She's the only wife to have a nanny. She is the only wife to get all of Cody's attention. She's the only wife to get all of Cody's finances. She's the only wife to get 2 honeymoons. She's the only wife to get 2 mansions. And she's the only wife to have kept her adult children at home. How is that possible? How is that possible? Hold on. Is this? Oh my gosh. My thing got my comments got stuck. I'm so sorry. What about the women's list? The dress at Dillard's, too many florals. They dress at Dillard's. It was a whole garden patch of flowers between the three of them three of those ladies. Robin goes church shopping with her adult children. What are we doing here? This was important to me, and not for the reasons that you might think. This was very important to me because it showed me that Robin is still pretending to be part of the plural polygamous church as opposed to a regular church. Her kids want to be in a regular church, but they just are scared to tell Cody that they don't want to do the plural lifestyle. Those children are very scared between Cody and Robin. Because did you see the oldest one? What's her name? Brianna? No, Aurora. Aurora. When Robin, I'm jumping all over the place. When Robin and Cody started going back and forth on the back porch after they got back from church, where Cody had to put in his final, he's a person that has to have the last word. That girl was scared. That was the scariest tennis match that I've ever seen in a conversation on that girl's face. Go back and watch it again. And you could only wonder what those kids lived through in that house because that had to be tame on camera, right? Then let's get back to the shopping. Robin let what her true motivations are come out. And here's why I say that. Robin said that she would do plural marriage again, which is totally against Cody. Cody doesn't want to do plural marriage anymore. And he even wants the girls to go to the church, that the Mormon church that he grew up in, which wasn't polygamy, because remember his father and him transitioned over to the polygamy church later on. He still has an affection for the Mormon church and wouldn't mind his daughters experiencing that. But Robin is still with the polygamy church, and here's why. She has benefited tremendously from the polygamy church. And remember, she said she needs guarantees. She needs guarantees. And at first I was like, girl, nothing in this life is guaranteed. But that's not it. Now, if she goes back to the polygamy church, from what I understand, from notes to self, she can get reassigned. But if she can show how disastrous her last polygamy match was, to the unworthy Cody, she can get reassigned, but she's going to want guarantees from the church, which is
Exactly. See,
outrageous.
that's the thing. That's the thing, though. That's the thing. I was going to ask you about that.
She wants
guarantees,
and she's going to want the guarantee that she get a sweet setup with other
right?
bitches working and supporting her. That's what
Right.
she's going to want. And
She
then
could,
she said something else that was
the
real
thing is, though,
interesting.
the reassignment, like, so she could be
Right.
reassigned.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think with the
Yes.
reassignment, she can get those guarantees that she's looking for.
Not necessarily. She got to prove it, because
She
remember,
got to prove it.
the
Right.
women are the underdog in this particular church. The women are the underdog. So she also said that she wanted, she in addition to the guarantee, get back in a prayer marriage, and it's just she would not live plural without being she would not live plural marriage again without being active in the church. She feels like a piece of her got ripped away. Okay, there was something else that she said, that she would need a proper covenant, and the girl on Notes to Self, her dad is the authority who can do that. So what she's saying is she's gonna prove that Cody broke his promise to her, broke the covenant, and so she's willing to get reassigned, but only if the authority can guarantee her what she originally wanted, plus do the spiritual marriage for her, because her daddy is the only person who could actually do the spiritual marriage. So she's negotiating before she's even left this man. She is dropping all these hints in this, and I'd have never understood what the fuck this woman was saying unless I was, if I hadn't been listening to Notes to Self 444 and explaining this polygamy thing. I can't believe I watched 19 seasons of this fuckery, and I'm now finally understanding it thanks to somebody else. I appreciate you, Notes to Self 444. I cannot thank you enough for explaining this bullshit to me. Hold on. Gotta go. My husband just got out of her. Oh my God, doing good. Prayers. We still saying prayers for you and your husband. Okay, Auntie, you go and pick him up. Wasn't Robin's mother also Sullivan's favorite wife, or was she passed over for a younger model? Who knows? She probably was the favorite wife because she told Robin how to keep a man. Robin kept on answering the questions instead of the girl's answer. But that's Robin. Robin has always inserted herself and tried to overtalk the OG3. So what makes you think she wouldn't do that to her kids? Robin wanted to shock the pastor by saying that she was a polygamist, but he didn't care. No, nobody cares. They always look so damn miserable. Yep. Let's see. Reassignment makes her sound like an op, infiltrating and destroying existing families. Kind of accurate. Just made it home from work. Hello, tribe. Hello, avoiding eye contact. I love listening to Notes to Self 444. It's so informative. Yes. Why didn't y'all tell me about her earlier? Let's see. And y'all all saying hello. Y'all are so cute. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so that, like, at first, right? I thought that Robin's segment was all bullshit. All bullshit.
So here's the reason why. Here's the reason. From my perspective, it's because when she was talking, like I said, this is where the editing comes in. The way they edited behind her makes her look very devious and like she's lying. Because you have Christine who's saying it flat out. You have Mary who's kind of like, yeah, this is what I think happened. And you have Janelle playing diplomat, but they're all saying the same thing. But then you have Robin saying like, well, that's not true. I only wanted this. But then when you have the edits behind you from past seasons, and they're showing exactly what happened, you're like, ma'am, that's not what you're saying. Didn't happen that way. Because to me, I go back to the paperwork. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
were happy with your spiritual wedding, y'all would have never gone to that office to have Mary sign away her marriage. You would have never gone. If you were happy with your spiritual marriage only, y'all would have never gone to that office. So that right there lets me know you lying. Period.
But but here's the thing though. She should have never been in there. She should have never been in there. And I know she's going to say, "Oh, they need a witness." Bitch, they get the secretary to be the witness in the law office.
Right.
They get the she should have never been in there to witness Mary's emotional breakdown because that gave her more power seeing Mary crumble. And then what she says, like she always twists everything around to make herself be the victim. She says, um, she feels like a piece of her got ripped away and now she's not sure what to do with what's left. Well, the rest of these women are picking up and carrying on. You've gotten what you wanted. You've torn this family asunder. Deal with it. Don't sit up on my TV asking for a reassignment or a transfer. It don't work like that. Girl, you got your promotion. You got your $2 million house. And you got Cody. Let's hope this time you can get a bed frame that matches the mattress, the size mattress that you have. Um, let's see, what are y'all saying in here? I know they won't, but they really need to go back to a group tell all after all the lies from Cody and Robin this season. You know who I think are the people who refuse to do the group? Cody and Robin.
Oh, for sure.
They're the ones who are refusing to do the group because the OG3, I think they are primed and ready to be up on a stage with those two, and it won't be pretty. But Cody still has some sort of power on this show. Wait until next week. This chick is delusional. Well, she probably slipped and bumped her head off of the ATV. I don't know. I wonder if any of this happens and Robin's reassigned that Janelle ends up back with Cody. Now, here's the thing. Here's why Cody is calming down with Christine and Janelle. He's not even talking about Janelle anymore. It's like she almost doesn't exist. And then with Christine, he's begrudgingly wishing her a nice wedding. And that's because he doesn't want those two wives to go and get the what did Mary get? The separation? The breaking?
Uh
The
oh
oh my
shoot.
God.
Release.
Well, the release. He doesn't want the last two of the OG3 to go and get a release because technically, right now, he in his head, as much as he hates this religion and he's not with it and he's into monogamy, in his head, in his heart, in his soul, he still has three wives because when Notes to Self said a couple of weeks ago, she said that when Cody was talking to her dad, he was yelling at her dad, saying, "You better not give Christine and Janelle releases." He was pissed that Mary went and got the release. In addition to it being abandonment, he was pissed that she got the release.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Better not give Christine a release." Why would you say that if you weren't holding on to them as your spiritual wives? If you did not still believe in that? Cut the bullshit, Cody. Cut the bullshit. You still think you getting into a higher level of heaven. But how you going to do that when one of your spiritual wives released you? The
Right.
second one is fucking her new husband. And the third one is out in a cabbage patch in North Carolina. It makes no sense. But this is how delusional this man is. Or if the OG3 can film together and rewatch Cody and Robin's segments to debunk them. But this is where Mary's got to get with the giddy up.
Right. Mary can't. Okay, Mary. For that to work, Mary can't be on this slow train that she's been on this whole time. She gonna need to get on the bullet train, the express with Janelle and Christine.
Mm-hmm. He only cares about Robin now. He's too afraid someone else is gonna snatch her up. It's not even that. He know Robin will go straight to the church because he know that she still believe in it and get a release. That's why he holding on to her so tight. She makes the third wife. He thinks he's got her bought and paid for. Gotta go. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye, Michelle. Thank you. Yes, he was abandonment. It's very embarrassing. Yeah. It's just crazy. So crazy. Um, let's see. Oh, and she killed me when she said, she had too high expectations and she wanted too much for her sister wives. Girl, if you don't get out of here.
I was like, you know what? You can't really let that alone. I was like, you really didn't need to say all that. You could have just left that to the side.
My thing is the person who has done nothing but take from the time she arrived. And she's saying that she had high expectations and she wanted too much for her sister wives. Girl, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. But that was this episode. And thank you again to Notes to Self 444. Please check out their channel. There's also another channel, Growing Up in Polygamy. Um, they give some good information into the religion and stuff like that. But Notes to Self 444 has explained so much more to me. I really, really appreciate their thoughts on it. So give them a looky loo if you can. Jamal, any other thoughts? Did we hit everything?
We got it all.
We got everything. Okay, guys, thanks for. Hold on. Did we miss anything with Christine? No, we didn't.
No, just the wedding dress. That's it.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. We have tomorrow off, so have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. I can't wait to see your comments. You know, we'll see you back here next week for another episode of Sister Wives. And Michelle has whet my appetite now because I know that I'm going to be disappointed based on the edit, but I don't know. I think I'll find something else and a few more gems next week so that it can prove to me that they're all liars and that Cody is just is a piece of crap. Hold on. When I first watched anything on polygamy was Big Love, great show. I never seen that. Everyone says speaks very highly of it though. Yeah, thank you. Hit the like button, please. Please, how many? We only have 8 likes. That's not enough. Come on, guys. We didn't do too bad today. Give us a like. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Jamal, any final thoughts?
Nothing that I can think of. Just looking forward to maths coming back, so we have something else to watch. And also,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find this other show I'm interested in. Like it's supposed to be very very messy.
Oh dear, we like messy. So,
It's that
give, where is it? Where is it showing? What
it
is it?
looks a mess.
What's the name?
Hello.
Yeah, do you know the name of the show? Jamal? Okay, so I guess that's our cue because we're having audio issues again. So, guys, have a wonderful weekend and we'll see you back here next week. Until next time, bye bye.
Yep. Bye.
Oh,